Amandla, Matla, Matla, I rule, EFF, I rule, EFF, I rule. President and the Commander-in-Chief, the SG, all delegates of the National People's Assembly, and the distinguished guests, I greet you. The South African Federation of Trade Unions, we extend our most heartfelt congratulations to the economic freedom fighters for successfully convening its third National People's Assembly. President, when the EFF was founded, it was founded in 2013. EFF were the champions of the struggle of the most oppressed society. It declared itself as an organization of the cleaners, domestic workers, petrol attendants, security officers, and the rest of the most marginalized section of the working class. With its strong student wing, the EFF's command, the EFF worked to defend and indeed it advanced the interests of the working class. It promised to fight against financial exclusion, discriminatory expulsion, and the scraping of the historical debt, which hang on the neck of the working class student. And when the history presented working class struggle before the economic fighters, President, it proved to be up to the task. In 2015-2016, when tens of thousands of students took to the street in demand of free education, in 2015-2016, when tens of thousands of students took to the street in demand of freedom education, in what has come to be known as the Free Fees Must Fall movement, the EFF was on the forefront, President. A year later, when workers in the same institution of higher learning undertook urgent struggle for insourcing, the EFF was there to fight shoulder to shoulder with the workers against super exploitation. Moreover, the EFF is known in the working class community for taking up struggles to access water, electricity, and land. Whenever workers go on strike for higher wages or against unfair labor practices and discrimination in the workplace, they are sure to rely on unwavering support of your EFF, President. In the past 11 years of its existence, the EFF has indeed lived up to its wars. However, this third People's Assembly occurs at a challenging time in South Africa, working class, political, economic, and social life. Unemployment is catastrophic levels. The youth aimlessly walk about the street in our townships and villages. They are in poverty, crime, drug abuse, and hopeless at their daily realities. While the GBV and child abuse make the living reality of working class women and children worse than any imaginary nightmares. Prices of food, fuel, transport, and electricity are ever rising. Social services indispensable to the survival of the working class, like health and education, are defunded budget after budget. At the point of production, there is coordinated effort to amend labor laws and thus render the already precarious working condition of the working class even more so. The working class is under siege, President, and with the so-called GNU government, which thankfully and correctly the EFF refused to be party to it. This attack on the working class will certainly be intensified. We hope that the EFF will continue to fight on the side of the working class. Most importantly, as SAF2, we hope for joint campaigns and programs to defend and advance the interest of the working class going forward. Finally, President, we are wishing you a fruitful and successful Third National Command Assembly. I roll EFF, I roll. I roll EFF, I roll. Amandla. Thank you, Chairperson.
Viva Commander-in-Chief, viva. I'm standing here on behalf of the Secretary General of the Botswana National Front, who also happens to be the Minister of Local Government. Unfortunately, he missed the flight. We hope that you'll be coming later tonight or tomorrow to attend this event. I pass my warm revolutionary greetings from the beautiful people of Botswana at large. I'm here to give a solidarity to the EFF, a movement of the people of Africa. EFF is a continental organization which speaks of genuine and purposefully black unity and black progress. The message of the EFF resonates with each and every black person in the world. It is for that reason that the EFF must be protected from the vultures and white monopoly capital who seeks to destroy the EFF. EFF is Africa. Africa is EFF. The new government in Botswana, led by Advocate Duma Gideon Boko, has lifted the ban of the CIC, and I'm delighted to announce that Juju attended the inauguration of the new president in Botswana after being prohibited for entering Botswana for a decade by the ruthless and corrupt BDP regime. Juju is now welcome in Botswana every now. As all we remember, CIC was expelled from the ANC for calling for regime change in Botswana. He's now vindicated. There's a new government in Botswana. Commander-in-Chief, we wish the EFF strength as it seeks to rebuild, defend, and advance the struggle of the poor and working class. The progressive people of Botswana, and indeed myself, are rallying behind a message of economic independence in our lifetime. We wish you a resounding success in the NPA. Viva EFF, viva! Viva Comrade Julius Sello Malema, viva!
Amandla. Comrade President, Commander-in-Chief Julius Malema, Comrade Veronica, Comrade Veronica, Secretary General, Comrade Marshall, the Secretary General, Commissar Poppy, and the Treasurer General, members of the Central Working Team, the traditional faith-based organization, local and international guests present here, and delegates, fellow fighters. On behalf of the President of Pudemo, the Leadership Collective, membership of Pudemo, and the entire oppressed people of Swaziland, please receive our revolutionary greetings and salutation for once again convening another well-organized festival of ideas that will review, sharpen, and renew the fighting tools of this giant emancipation movement, economic freedom fighters, under the theme Defend, Rebuild, and Advance the Struggle for Economic Freedom. The President of Pudemo, Mlungisi Makhanya, who would love to be here today, unfortunately, he will be joining us tomorrow, owing to an international trip that he is having, has mandated me to this assembly. He said I must forward his unshakable and unbreakable bond support and between the Commander-in-Chief and the economic freedom fighters. The President fondly told me how just over 10 years ago, the Commander-in-Chief of EFF invited him to the first National Assembly that was held in Mangaung between the 1st and the 6th of December 2004. The assembly in which the President, at that time he was the Secretary General of the movement, when he delivered the message of support, he said the following, I quote, "Putemo takes pride today to be invited to witness the birth of a Pan-Africanist emancipatory movement that will change the course of history for the African people, not only in the continent but also in the diaspora," I close quote. There is no gainsaying that today the Assembly has 10 years and it has turned no cornerstone in the world that doesn't know him, and then cherish the existence of EFF and celebrate the leadership of the role played by the Commander-in-Chief, President Julius Malema. In the 11 years of your existence, fighters, you have restored the dignity of an African child. You have recentered the debate on the need for the return of the land to its real and rightful owners. You have elevated the struggle for women emancipation and gender inequality. Most significantly, you have hoisted high the banner of the economic freedom fighters. For this, we salute you, commissars and fighters. In the past 11 years, extended yourselves in the inspiration and aspiration way of offering international solidarity and support. We, Putemo and Swazis, know it too well, as we are one of the recipients. You have championed the cause of the massacre of Palestinian people, the cause of the oppressed people in the Western Sahara. You have marched on the French embassy demanding the sovereignty of the African people in the former French colonies to be fully restored by always hoisting the Cuban flag high. Raising the Cuban question, you have kept our conscience elevated to the need to end illegal economic embargo on Cuba by American empire. You have reminded us through your pronouncement and deeds that there is only one China under the able leadership of President Xi Jinping, and Taiwan is just a province. You entered parliament and legislatures in your own country, acquitted yourselves with distinction in the battlefield of championing legislation that will change the lives of the natives for the better. As I conclude, please allow me, Chairperson, to extend our sincere gratitude to the Commander-in-Chief and his leadership, the entire membership of the EFF for standing with us during the recent incidents of assassination attempt on our president through poisoning. You stood with us when our former Secretary General, Comrade Thulan Masego, was assassinated. Putemo wishes this third National People's Assembly a fruitful deliberations and looks forward to the meaningful participation as it shapes the weapon of struggle for the next 5 years. Amandla.
Amandla! Awethu! Matla! Arona! Matimba! Aina! Viva EFF! Viva! Viva Palestine! Viva! Khotso ma Afrika! Unity ma-Afrika. Ke a leboha CIC, ke lebohe the CCT, and all the EFF members for the invite. As the United African Transformation extend its heartfelt gratitude to the economic freedom fighters for your unwavering contribution to the political emancipation and the transformation of our people. As a force on the African continent, your dedication to dismantling system of inequality and advocating for justice resonate deeply with the mission of the United African Transformation. Our humble call to the Commander-in-Chief, Ndate Sello Julius Malema, and the economic freedom fighters is to remain steadfast in your commitment to the land question. It is not only the cornerstone of our shared struggle, but also the bond that unites our parties in pursuit for the true economic liberation. Let us fight for the total liberation of our motherland, from Cape to Cairo, which the land was stolen. Amandla! Aye, morale. Aye, discipline. Together, let us continue to champion the transformation of Africans and realization of our collective vision for equitable and prosperous future. To the outgoing EFF leadership, Kanimambo.
Amandla! Amandla! Phansi ngamasela, phansi! Phansi ngamatutu, phansi! Phansi ngamaxoki, phansi! Phezulu nge-EFF, phezulu eningabi ivoti zethu. Comrade Chairperson of the gathering, Honorable Mente, Comrade President Julius Sello Malema, and the Secretary General, Honorable Dlamini, the entire leadership of the EFF, I almost said the United Democratic Movement. Distinguished guests, it's a privilege for me to be here, standing on behalf of the United Democratic Movement. I'm here to send our revolutionary greetings to you and to wish you well in your third NPA. Contrary to what people have been